Why do you hate Colombo School so much?
Block capitals, Mahela entering politics. President in 2025, is it? I'm just saying, just look at it. Don't take my word for it. It's official. It's on a list. Google it. Please answer. Hello, this is Kumar Sangakkara
And Mahela Jayawardena.
and we are here on a rainy day with a bit of lightning and thunder around to answer your questions on life, fashion, cricket, and of course our careers. So it's off the cuff, rapid fire, and let's get started. First question to Mahela. How would you describe yourself in 3 words?
Simple, smiling, honest. It's
Smile.
same question for you, buddy.
Disagree with the smiling part.
Your question, and it's the same thing. 3 words.
I'll try and use just 1 word. Simple. That's how I want it to be. I think the other words just add on to that. See? The thunder gods agree with me.
What's the first thing you do every morning? Is it morning or is it like usually afternoon because you don't get up that early?
No, I get up every day at 6:10 in the morning because I have to put the kids up by 6:20. So, first thing I do when I get up, I need my cup of coffee. First thing, I need a cup of coffee. Before I go and fight the kids. Who is more likely to keep up with the latest trends in clothing, you or me? I think now it's definitely Mahela.
Yes.
I'm going to answer for you.
Yes. I was just about to say that. While playing cricket, it was you, but now I think
Yeah, I've gone backwards.
you're gone backwards.
If you had to name the best dressed cricketer other than Muttai Muralidharan, local or international, who would it be? I mean, you coach Mumbai, there'll be enough guys who follow fashion trends.
But I think like you look around, I think Virat is quite fashionable. I mean, he's in the eye all the time, so probably Virat Kohli. But most of the guys are quite well dressed according to the occasion. Some are a bit over the top, but I guess that's how they are. Who is your fashion idol?
I don't know whether I have an idol, but if I thought fashion, Tom Ford, without a doubt. What is one fashion advice you can give to everyone who wants to dress well and look on point?
If you're dressing for an occasion and if you want to be on point, it has to be something which is suitable for that occasion and at the same time where you're comfortable as well. So I think that would be the advice.
Good advice.
Who is your favorite cricketer from any point in history?
That's a tough one. I used to love Sir Vivian Richards, but then Brian Lara came along, so they sit equally side by side. I think as batsmen who've inspired me, Aravinda De Silva from Sri Lanka comes in as well. So they would be.
You go with the left-hander.
I'll go with the left-hander, Brian Lara.
The toughest bowler you have faced on the field, Wasim Akram, Glenn McGrath, or Murali? They've given 3 choices.
I haven't faced Murali much other than in club cricket, so I'll have to go with Wasim Akram. I didn't face much of Wasim Akram, and luckily I didn't have to face Murali at an international level. So because of that, I'll go with Wasim. He was magic, very difficult to face. What or who was the toughest opponent you faced? England, Australia, or India?
Well, I think Australia in Australia is always a tough challenge, and I think they lift their game quite high.
I think in our times, Australia, even in Sri Lanka, were tough because they had Shane Warne and Stuart McGill, 2 great spinners.
So I think Australia in that era was tough, beginning of our careers. Who is your favorite opponent on the field? Pakistan.
I think I've scored the most double hundreds against them or something like that. But they're not too bad to play against, right? They're nice and friendly. I don't say we had any favorite opponents. We had opponents on the field. We had favorites off the field. You're right. Pakistan, I would say. Who do you think is the most promising player in the Sri Lankan cricket team today?
For me, I think still Kusal Mendis. I think he's got the talent. He still has to learn, like we've all done over the years, that you learn while you play, and he's still young. I think he's got the talent, he's got that temperament where he can play all 3 formats if he wants to. But there are some other young talent which has come through.
I think his approach reminds me a lot of your approach of wanting to attack and dominate the bowlers, and he's got all the shots. So I hope they allow him to continue doing that, even though it's a risk at times. Avishka Fernando as well?
Yeah, no, definitely there's a couple of more talented guys coming through, but it's all about how they learn, adapt their skills at international level, but definitely a lot of skilled players. Most challenging day in your cricketing career?
Challenging day in my cricketing career. I think there's been a lot of days, right? A lot of World Cup finals that we've got to and haven't been able to convert. Incident in Pakistan in 2009, that was a tough day. But I think we've had more good days than bad. All the disappointment, all the times we've all failed individually or as a team. I think it set us up to really understand how to enjoy the good moments and how to build, recover, and like Mahela said, when you have self-doubt at challenging times, how to really overcome them. So all in all, more good than bad. What do you think was the reason for you to have a low average against the weaker teams when you have had better averages against stronger teams like England? I didn't know that.
I also didn't know that. So the fans are really digging deep into our stats, which is interesting. So if I had a low average,
Mahela will give you a real kosher, very sugar-coated answer, but I'll give you the real answer once he finishes. Go ahead.
So I didn't know that. I don't know how to describe a weak opponent. I don't think we've played that many weak opponents in our careers. But if that's the case, maybe loss of concentration, maybe not really working hard at it. But it's surprising. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's annoyingly competitive. That's the main reason for it. He's so competitive that he races his game when he plays opponents that in his mind he feels that challenges him, even in a warm-up game. Annoying. But that's probably the reason.
If you were to relive any day in your past, which day would you pick? Some interesting questions.
Yeah, that's a tough one. So many days. 2014 World Cup win was special.
Yeah, for us, yes.
Yeah,
monkey off the back.
Monkey off the back. Great evening spent celebrating that as well till about 7 in the morning, which was nice. So yeah, I would pick that day in cricket. One person that changed your life?
My brother. I know he's not here with us, but obviously when we lost him and the time that he was with us, the life lessons that I've learned because of that incident and how that has completely changed the way I started thinking about future and various other things. Got me grounded very quickly. So I think even though it's a sad story, but it gave me a lot of positive things in life and what you learn from that. So,
and also what you've done with that experience to help others in Sri Lanka with the cancer hospital projects.
Positive way. So What's your best memory from your school days? Oh, that'll be fun.
Definitely not being in school. I enjoyed being in school, but there are a lot of days when I bunked school, when a few friends we got together, came to school, left slightly early, a few hours earlier than when school closed, and spent time together with friends.
Any young kids hearing this, do not do that.
Do not do that. I'm just saying, just that was in the past, many years ago. So ignore what I said. If you could trade lives with anyone, who would it be?
Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandela.
Be a tough life though.
Yeah.
I don't mind learning.
26 to 29 years of it would be very, very tough.
Yes,
but change South Africa for the better, and the world.
Favorite thing to do on a day off other than sleeping?
I would say now, with the kids, go to the beach. Definitely that. And then spend 4 hours trying to get them out of the water after they've spent about the same time in it. What's the most annoying thing that I do?
That is easy. That is easy. You know that.
Okay. I'm late.
Timekeeping?
Timekeeping, very good. Today I was early for this. No. By an hour.
He keeps you waiting for hours. Hours. Very annoying.
Mahela in politics? President in 2025, is it?
I think it was, they were asked about you. You're just like
no, they have said,
converting it to...
They have put it block capitals, Mahela entering politics.
I think that question should come on my paper.
2025, you heard it here first.
No politics. I think we both said our piece in that. We're pretty happy trying to help Sri Lanka in a different way. What we're doing through our foundations and charitable organizations, and trying to voice our concerns when it comes to issues with Sri Lanka, and we like to keep doing that. I think gives us a better platform.
Yeah, that's true. Agreed, 100%. I've only got one more question for you after you asked.
If a movie was to be made about you, and you could pick any actor in the world to play you, who would that be?
Brad Pitt or Arun Harinath from Surrey. If you don't know who Arun Harinath is, Google him, please. Sri Lankan boy playing for Surrey.
Definitely not Brad Pitt.
Definitely Brad Pitt. Darker version of Brad Pitt. What's something you've always wanted to ask me? Now that's actually, you should ask me that question. I have a very important question for you. Why don't you ask me that and finish that off? Ask me that question.
Okay.
You know what I've always wanted to ask you? What? You know what?
What?
Why and how in the world is your golf handicap so high? And how are you allowed to get away with it? Please answer.
I'm supposed to ask you that. I was just about to ask you that.
I was thinking, when I saw this question, I thought, yeah, that's a question I should ask. That's a question
there's two questions.
I should ask.
How can you be a higher golf handicap? That's one.
Because I'm not a great golfer. He plays on high handicap.
I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know, there's so many comes to my head. Why do you hate Colombo School so much?
Oh, well, see, that's a very, I don't hate Colombo schools.
You do?
It's a simple thing. There was a list, and you can Google this, published I think about 2 months ago, of all the best campuses in Sri Lanka, including all the schools. Look at the school that came in at number 1. I'm just saying, just look at it. Don't take my word for it. It's official. It's on a list. Google it. Okay. It's not in Colombo. I'll just give you a hint. It's not in Colombo. Well, that's it really.
It's the same thing. You're supposed to ask me the same question as well. So you have asked me. Golf handicap it's a proper handicap. It's legitimate.
Yeah, it is. Don't play with it.
Okay. That's it from both of us. I hope you all enjoyed, and we've answered all your questions to the best of our ability. Yeah. We've been very honest and had a lot of fun doing that. And stay tuned on this space for more exciting things to happen. And from our friends from Emerald, see you next time.
See you next time.